Anybody familiar with Podio? No, no one's familiar with Podio? Okay, well, we had Podio, we had REIRel, we had so many systems. We also had Google spreadsheets. We had everything. And we still needed more systems. You're always going to need systems as you are growing and developing a business. If you try to cheat yourself, if you're looking for shortcuts, you are the one that will become cut short. Make sense? Make sense? So raise your virtual hand real quick. I want you to come up in 30 seconds or less and share why are systems important? Why are systems important? And what systems do you need? So add that to it. Like, why are systems important and what systems do you need? And if you don't know what you need, tell us what your business is. Remember, we have a limited amount of time, so come up and share, be quick with it.
Hey, Coach Crew. This is Marquez Jackson, sir.
What's up, Marco?
Hey, sir. Good morning, everybody. So, my wife has been preaching to me about having systems for the longest time because she sees the big picture. She just sits back, quiet, but she sees me working
Wait,
hard.
hold on, Marquez. Hold on. You've been in this community. You know the rules, man. You're supposed to raise your hand.
Oh,
Where
I
my courtesy
apologize.
at? Real quick, where's Marquez at? Can we all
I,
spotlight him, please?
I apologize.
Can we spotlight him? Let's see. Raise your hand real quick, Marquez. We can't see you.
Okay, gotcha. Reaction, raise hand. I apologize, Coach Crew.
Now I get it. I understand what happened. What happened was we didn't see anybody with the hands up, and you was taking that leap of faith, and you said, "You know what? I'll share." I understand.
Yes, sir.
Uh, but just let you know, just so everybody else can fall back in line, so we know.
Don't do like me again, y'all. Okay.
All right, cool. Oh wait, hold on, stay up there. Uh, I don't see you anymore. Oh, okay, there you go. I see it. Is somebody else in here controlling this with me? Who else is in here? Because I didn't see the team in here today. So it looked like somebody else is in here controlling this with me. And then we're both doing the same things. So I got it, team. Don't worry. You sit back, whoever that is. You chill today. I got it. All right, cool. No, for real. Like we do team members be coming in with the names. All right, cool. So express to us what you were saying just a minute ago.
Absolutely. So, my wife she's the type, she sits back, she's very observant, she's the researcher, and she is always looking into systems to save time. I'm an action taker, so I'm like, let's just get into it, let's go work. But what it's doing, it's costing me more time and it's costing me more money and frustration when I have to stop, go figure it out, move this forward, move that forward. And my wife is like, you need to get a system, and so that way, when you're reaching out to this realtor, you're reaching out to this loan officer for this and for that, for whatever we're doing in our business, she said, that's how you are going to save your time. And she is spot on. So I just want to say that, yes, stop being frustrated, pulling out all your hair and banging your head against the wall. And that's when I've started having intentional systems. All systems don't have to be technological. Let me be clear. System can simply be what is your workflow that you have and take the time to develop that. And even having that, now when you jump into your work every day or whatever, oh, I already got a form that I created. I don't have to sit there and try to write it down on a piece of paper. No, you have a form that you've already done and you can jump back into your work. Thank you so much, Coach Crew.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love in the chat. Just remember, every time somebody shares, just go ahead and put the love in the chat because it does take a lot for us to share. But also in real time, what's happening, we're developing skills. So that's what this is. We're developing skills in real time. Yeah, I got the athletic wear on today. And that's because I need to make sure I get to that gym. So right after this, I have to go right to the gym. So make sure you're working out your body too. Now, the system that we can't see that if we was to cut this system off, you could die. What system is that? Like there's a system that's happening right now within your body. Like you are a system. If you shut this particular system off, what happens? I mean, you'll die. What is that system? Okay, right. So we're starting to understand a little bit. So systems are paramount to your success. The issue is that we like to look at money and make money move us. We like to look at money and make money have us make decisions because we're being mastered by money. Instead, we need to master the money. And part of mastering money is understanding system. We went over this before, the purpose of money. What's the purpose of money? Put it in the chat. What's the purpose of money? What's the purpose of money? Put it into the chat. What is the purpose of money? Put it into the chat. Somebody said time freedom. Okay, I see we forget things fast. The purpose of money is not for time freedom. The purpose of money is to create resources. So in order to do that, you have to move money around. So the true intention of money is to be moved from hand to hand. That's the true intention of money. If I'm providing a service, you exchange money in exchange for my service, right? It's just this is how we can systemize it. So even money is put into a system, but most of us don't even understand the system of money. Let's continue to go. Chalores, let's bring up Chalores. Miss Dudley, do you have some family in Delaware or New York?
That Detroit.
Detroit Rock. That's right. That's right. All right. So talk to us.
Okay, so I can speak in terms of routine, because that is something I struggle with. I'm very spontaneous. So I've been trying to adapt to routine to make my life easier so that it doesn't feel so chaotic. And if I have a simple routine where I do it every single day, it wouldn't be difficult to add another thing into the routine versus like trying to get everything together, figure out when I'm gonna do what, and then just running around with my head cut off. So it definitely saves time. It definitely makes it easier to implement more into your day once you have that system or routine in place. And there we
Okay.
go.
I love it. I love it. Everybody send some love in the chat. Send some love in the chat. Real quick, one question for you, and everyone answer it. Is it easier to work with a system or is it easier to work without a system?
Which
And it could be literally anything you choose. Anything. It could be baby, like changing the baby's diaper. Like you might create a system out of changing the baby's diaper, right? Some of y'all do. Some of y'all got the little babies that be doing a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta tie the shirt on the back or lift the shirt up and take the shirt off or something. But the point is you created your system, right? So there's a system to everything. And if you are against having a system for your money, there's a reason why you might not have the money you want. Just making sure, okay? Everybody send some love again to Shaloris if you haven't already. Thank you, Shaloris. Who else do we have? Miss Danielle. Let's bring up Miss Danielle.
Hi, good morning. I will say that what Marquez shared about his wife is exactly how I think about things. And the only thing I will add is the time to move on making the decision, because you can have 1,000 systems, but if you're not moving on them quickly, then I can see how that would slow you down. But system thinking is so important. And I'm sure in our JOBs, we've all used systems, like even if we're not thinking about it, and how much we would all love it to run more efficiently. So anyhow, I just wanted to ditto what he said and then add that last piece.
Okay, I love that. And as an employee, you are the system. Think about it.
Yes, that too. Yep.
All right, everybody send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Miss Angela, we have you coming up next.
Good morning. Good morning. Was it Ashanti or me?
No, it's Miss Angela.
Yes. First of all, you cannot be a one-man show. I learned that the hard way. A experience, some things have to be caught, right? So you cannot be a one-man show. You cannot do every single little thing efficiently and quickly on your to-do list all by yourself. The calls, the writing, the meetings, that can't do all that by yourself efficiently. You can, but it will take a lot longer. So why not maximize your moments by being able to let the system do what it can do while you free yourself to be that visionary, that CEO. Like we say at the imaginary end, you are the vision of your company. Execute. So we need to concentrate on executing and not on all the little things that lead up to completing small tasks. So that we are the money maker right here.
Absolutely. Great job, Angela. Everyone send some love in the chat for Angela. We do have Ashanti. Let's bring Ashanti up. What's going on? And if we say your name wrong, just let us know, because like I said, like sometimes the names just whatever you want to say the name is, I guess, these days. Like read and read is the same word, but I guess you say what you want to say whenever you want to say. But go ahead, Queen.
Good morning. So I want to say systems are important because if we're looking to grow and expand, then we should have systems in place. We shouldn't be treating our business like a little business, treat it more so like a big business, because if we're focusing on delegating everything, then that could slow us down. We could be a small business maybe for too long. So, and you can't really reach your goals unless you have a team.
Okay, I like that. I want somebody to look up how much money, like what's the max amount of money you could earn and still be considered a small business. Because I think we play
What's the
too
max
small.
amount of money you can earn and still be considered a small business?
Yeah, I want y'all to look that up. I think we play too small, and I believe the number might be around 2 million, 5 million. If you
Oh,
don't
wow.
make $5 million a year, you're a small business. If you make $4 million a year, you're still a small business. So if you don't even make close to that, then like what? Like, are we playing small or what? You're afraid to invest into a system that costs $35 a month, $100 a month, $400 a month? All right, who are we talking here? I thought we had mailbox millionaires here. Let me know. Thought we were seeing each other at the bank. Let me know. Thought we was building bosses. Let me know. All right, Ashanti. So what systems do you need? Because I did ask that. No one answered that one. Which systems do you need?
Right now I need the VSL system, the funnel system to get started. And then eventually I feel like I would need a team because I'm doing business funding. So I'm going to need somebody on the credit repair side and maybe get somebody in for like business branding or structure, just everything business. So, but starting
Okay.
out just the funnel.
All right. So let me know in the chat. What is a funnel? You can answer it too, Ashanti. What is a funnel?
It's a way to nurture your leads, taking your leads through a purchasing journey.
Okay. So give me examples of funnels.
So a funnel would be one step could talk about like having a video of what you would present, and that's just give you a kind of a breakdown of overall course, and then it can get deeper. The next step would probably be like you all do. Well, let me think about it in my terms. Well, I
Let me
mean,
do this. Let me do this. This will be more interactive for everybody.
okay,
Have you ever been put in a funnel?
yes.
All right. Tell me where you've been put in a funnel at.
Through Instagram, just through the boot camp is where I started from
Okay.
from Ario, and then it was just like a free session where she just gets on and talks about how to market your business. And then after that, at the end of the funnel, they talk about how you can sign up for this 5-day boot camp for this amount of money, and you get so much more. Then once you get into the boot camp and they're dropping all the information and knowledge, by the end of that, you're given another offer. So the offer just keeps increasing and you get more value along the
Okay.
way.
I like that. I like that. So good job. Good job. Are there any other funnels in your life that you've been part of? In any
Uh,
way?
yeah, just on a digital marketing side, um, people promoting their schools and
Okay.
yeah.
Is that it? Is there any other way that you've been in a funnel?
I mean, probably so. Probably from like the bigger companies like Charter, AT&T, they keep like upselling different things, promotions.
Okay.
I would consider that funnel.
Have you put yourself in your own funnel?
I have not.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
You got the head wrap on? Who put the head wrap on you?
I did.
You knew that the head wrap was coming on you before the head wrap came on?
Yeah.
What was the series of steps to get the head wrap on?
To order online, have it shipped to me.
Ooh, it sounds like you put yourself in your own funnel. You saw this, you said, I have an idea, and then you had a series of steps to lead to an ultimate goal. What's a funnel, Ashanti?
A series of steps to lead to an ultimate goal.
Uh-oh, okay. So have you put yourself in a funnel before?
Yes.
All right, give me your ways you put yourself in a funnel.
I'm doing it right now. I've invested in myself, invested in mentorship so I can reach my ultimate goal.
So funnel is everywhere. A funnel has been existing for life. It would always exist. You live in a series of funnels. Now, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing because everybody needs something. But the funnel is the structure that allows the person to get to that destination easily and effortlessly. When you use GPS, you are in a funnel. When you go into the grocery store, you're in a funnel. Almost everything you can think of has a funnel to it. And when you start to apply this information, you can see funnels everywhere. And once you see the funnel, it's easier for you to operate business. So business is a necessary step. Well, funnel is a necessary step in business. And you don't have to have a funnel template or just that. You can have a website with funnel actions in it, right? With automations. But one thing I want everybody to think is think outside the box. Think outside of what you normally think of because business is not as hard as we make it to be. The systems make it extremely easy for us, but we have to understand what we're dealing with in the first place. Make sense? So, Ashanti, what type of system do you need? What type of funnel do you need?
Um, what type of funnel do I need outside of the? Oh, I just need
You could
people to,
choose.
I
You could
need to
choose
get,
wherever you want to talk from.
I need to get people to book a call with me, leads.
Okay. How would you do that? How would you get someone to book a call? I want you to think of how you were able to book a call. If you ever booked a call before, I want you to think of that exact same way how you were able to book a call.
I will need a calendar. Um, I'm not sure the correct term. Is it like Calendly or something?
That's just an app service. There's other, booking services too. That's just an app service.
Okay, so I would just need a booking service then.
Mhm.
The marketing to do so, to bring the leads, the automation systems when people are reaching out.
Okay.
Um,
Has your business been up and running already, or is this brand new and you just getting started?
no, this is new. I
Okay.
mean, I currently do hair, but I'm pivoting.
All right. Cool. So I think you kind of get it. I think everybody else get it. We get it. Let us know if it's clear in the chat how the funnel works. So a funnel could literally be anything, but the best part of what we show you with the funnels is the automation process. So that way the funnel can do the work while you do the management. Because what we're doing here is we're helping you grow and glow up that ladder to being the person that Angela mentioned is the person that's just using the imagination to create the ecosystem. You need an ecosystem. Bottom line. So you need a website, you need something that can to drive traffic and build community in some sort of way. All right, great job. Great job, Ashanti. So this is not up for discussion, everybody. This is not up for discussion. This is literally just part of business. If you're going to do business, then you need a system, you need a funnel. Last person I bring up is Artiste, and I'll share my screen with some of the systems that we have, and then I'll also go into things that we offered to you the other day. Cool. Artiste, what's up, King?
All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Wake up, everybody. Get about your seat. Well, what kind of funnel I need is a credit funnel to get customers to me. Like you said, funnels always been around. Like God had a funnel of how he created the world, from the rivers, how the rivers connect and how they flow throughout
Okay, Ortiz getting deep. Ortiz get deep. Get your notebooks out right now. Get your pen and paper. Go ahead,
and,
Ortiz. Get it.
and
Lay it down.
throughout the earth. And it's always systems and pattern. We have an ecosystem that we go through, even like the food chain. Um, a big fish eat another fish, and then finally you get a fisherman to catch the fish, and then it's brought to land, and then it's sent to a processing place, the company who bought it, and then it gets cut up and packaged it, and then another company buys it, and it comes to the store from whatever Kroger, Sam's, or whatever you want to call it, whatever store you want to call it. So it's always been a system, like you said, even before the time we was even born.
Real quick though. Real quick though. Let me jump in there because anytime I hear stuff like this, I gotta talk. All right. So health is wealth too. You believe that, right?
Yes, sir. All the
All
time.
right. So that same process that you mentioned, how long do you think that it took from the moment the fish died to the moment the fish got on your plate? How long did that take?
It could take anywhere depending on if you're doing fish or crab. It could have took anywhere from a week to a couple months.
Okay, if this is just real talk, y'all, so be grown about this. If this is dead, it's decomposing, right? Over 7 days, how bad is that? Like over 7 days, how bad could it decompose over 7 days?
That's really terrible. That's really terribly bad. It's just like you get a cow, they kill a cow, they cut it up. If you know anything about meat and anything really, the color of the cow, by the time you get it to the market, they put dye in it to turn it to that first color that's red, but it's really brown because the blood is life, is no life in it. And we should be eating things with life and nothing dead.
My God. Okay. All right. So we understand it. Look, I know some of y'all still gonna do what you do, but the point is, if we're really here to help each other, let's speak about topics that we've been ashamed to talk about. Like a lot of that meat that we eat has meat glue and a lot of additives and dyes. Like he said, it's really not fresh, and we call it fresh. Let's just be real here. We're talking about making breaking generational curses and building wealth. But let's be real here. I know one of my brothers told y'all about this, but one of my uncles literally he's like he kept waiting, kept putting it off to yeah, I'll get with y'all when I retire. You know, when I retire, like, come on, we'll do this. A year, 2 years after retirement, he's no longer living. So we do all of this for what? You work and sacrifice your body, beat your body up for what? So you can't even enjoy it later? That's part of the trap. So if you want to get wealthy, be aware of the traps. That right there is part of the trap. It's cool to be vegan and all of that. It's cool. Being plant-based is going to be the most optimal way for me. You don't have to listen to me, but I'm saying at least think about your choices that you are making because it's all a system and it's all putting you into a place of either power or destruction. So please be aware of that. That's just, I want to point that out. Good job. Good job.
Coach, they got 3D plant, they had a 3D printers that they making 3D steaks and stuff like that they cut and look like it's real steaks, but it's not. Even some of the restaurants y'all love to go, and you guys gonna do like you want to do anyway. But they put some wood glue meat in it. If you pay attention to your meat, unless they fix it up a certain way and you can't tell. But as I digress, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of y'all like, look, I didn't want to hear that. Well, it don't matter what you want to hear. You hear now, you're gonna hear it. All right. Everybody send some love in the chat to Artis. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to share the screen and I just want to show you some systems. I'm not encouraging you to get these systems. I'm just literally showing you that no matter where you go, you want to realize that systems are going to be part of what it is that you do. You could pick a system that's working against you. You could pick a system that's working for you. Regardless of the matter, you need systems. So let me step over here and share this screen. Y'all let me know when you can see the screen. You can see? Okay, I think I can see on here. All right, you can see, right? Is that just me, or we could actually think we can see? So one of the systems I have, this is Slack with one of my growth partners. So that's Slack. I want y'all to count how many systems we got. This is not even all the systems, just count though. Okay, so that's one system. Then we have Notion, right? Notion has a few components to it. You can pick up some of these ideas, and if you want more information on these, I'll give you more information so that way you can get these as well. But let's continue to go. Another system. All right. Some of us use Sheets. Some of us don't, but Sheets is very helpful. Podcast scripts that we have. This is another system. Google Docs. Obviously, you went through that. We have Loom. Loom is another system. How many is that so far? Let me know in the chat. How many is that so far? Here we go. Instantly. Some of y'all may not know about Instantly, but Instantly is one of these programs that would allow you to. Can y'all hear me still? My bad. I'll be stepping away from this mic. I forgot I didn't have my earpiece in. Let me know if y'all couldn't hear me. I'll reiterate. So Instantly, this allows you to do cold email outreach. So you can email hundreds of people with this email outreach tool. This would be helpful for some of you later on. Not right now, maybe not right now, but later on you can do some email marketing with this. Obviously, LinkedIn is a system. I pay for LinkedIn, so I have LinkedIn Premium. And this is the way that we get leads on LinkedIn. So lead generation can come from LinkedIn, especially high level lead generation. So if you're looking for people to connect with, definitely make yourself a LinkedIn. Instagram is not the most optimum way. That's more for like pop culture. But it is a way you can you can monetize Instagram, obviously, but you can also monetize LinkedIn. I have a tool on LinkedIn called Sales Navigator. So these Sales Navigator connect me with people like Julie, who we run programs for, so that way we can create opportunities to develop and grow their brand. So one of my strengths is being able to grow businesses and communities with innovative ideas. And those innovative ideas are really just coming from principles. So some of you who might have things that could work for other individuals at a higher level, definitely look into LinkedIn. Okay, in the Sales Navigator. How many tools is that so far? Let me know in the chat. One of my mentorship companies right here, doing big numbers, multi million, hundreds of million, right? What's this? YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, I pay for the YouTube Premium, so I have that as well. Obviously, you got the G Suites. What else do we have? We got the G Suites and all of that. Let me stop sharing this screen and let me get to hold on. There we go. But how many we at so far? How many we're at so far? Let me know in the chat. So we're at what? 10? 10. Right? We're at 10. And some of us complaining about 2 and 3. Let's see. All right, so this is another system I use. This is a system that I created. This is the automatic impact system. So it's the Mogul AI system. This is what I use, and I've created this on Wix. So some of y'all probably see what we showed you yesterday with the funnels that we created with Go High Level. This is, for me, is a more symptomatic version. So I think this is more user friendly for entrepreneurs, especially for beginning entrepreneurs. I'm different. I probably created like 50 sites for other people. So I've been creating websites since we were in high school, right? In college. And I've been doing that since a while back. 2012 was when it really took off and we started making money with that. Now, the reason why I love this system is because of all of the capabilities that it has, especially that is controlled by AI, right? And you obviously automatically have the autonomy to do what you want, but if you needed to help, if you needed help with sales, it'll guide you to doing that. If you needed help with just your Facebook ads, it would guide you to do that. One of the things I love about it is the marketing tools, literally giving you everything you need. Google Ads, email, social media marketing, email automation. You could do the link in bio chain link, so you can see exactly where customers come from, if they came from Instagram or TikTok. This is so much you could do, even giving discounts and coupons. Like, I love giving discounts to people because number one, it's just like when you spread love on someone, they spread love back. That's just is one of those things. The social media marketing aspect in here is really dope because what it can do for you is create plans. So I'm showing you in real time how important this is. Like, if we're using it and you're listening to us, chances are you should probably be using this as well, right? Makes sense? Let me know if it makes sense in the chat. And then it has referral programs. It has AI marketing agents where it will build out your whole marketing blueprint for you. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you can go to ChatGPT, but then you have to now extrapolate it from ChatGPT to put into your business when you could already have it in one tool and it will set it up for you. Same thing with analytics, and you get real-time traffic. It shows you all of this stuff so that way you can keep track of what is going on. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to a system, when you can have an all-in-one system. I know, who is that? Ramel, he's not a fan of this one. He's just not he's not a fan. He's not a fan of this one. I don't know. Every time I talk about this, he's like, "Yo, bro, I don't know. I just hire the experts and let them do it." I said, "Bro, sometimes you got to control your own destiny too." Okay, and I love this for this fact because you can control your own, and you can also develop and create websites out of this too. Not only just for you, but for other people too. So one of the systems that we gave you all was the Love Plus challenges and the development on the Love Plus platform. The reason why this would be beneficial to you is because it's cool to get a lot of information, but how many times do we feel like the information becomes overwhelming or we just don't know what to do with the information? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Part of it is earning the right to have the experience to be that person, and that means developing yourself. So these challenges, what we call our development, is very it's to us it's crucial because as you grow, you need to grow. As you grow in business, you also need to grow in your personal abilities and skill sets. So this is helping you with your skill set and ability. I know a lot of you want to create your own community. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. If you want to create your own community, you're going to need certain sources and certain resources. So get used to building out resources. The one thing that we taught during the 5-day challenge is that you can monetize your experiences. So whatever we teach you or whatever you acquire, you should be looking at it to say, can I get paid for this information? So any information that you have in here, you're building a skill and you can always get paid for your skills. So the way that I look at this is a money magnet for me. A lot of these skills have given me opportunities to have 5-figure, 6-figure days. Those things are not by happenstance. This happened from actually work ethic. And if you are a person who is looking to build your own community, the Lead Your Room course, this is a video course, would be for you. Okay. Lead the Room. If you're looking to build your own community, that is a course that you can take and that will help you grow. Confidence. Cool. Some of us are lacking in confidence. Some of us need that business development. You have it here. Some of us need that business blueprint. We have it here. Some of us need to go ahead and eliminate some of the junk, maybe the sugar that we're eating, and maybe do a fruit and vegetable challenge. We have it here. So if you want to get better in your life, this is a place for you to get better. This is not an extra thing that you have to do. This is optional. Like, I want you to think about it this way. We used to say this in the past. Time passing is inevitable, but growth is optional. So time is going to pass you regardless, whether you like it or not, whether you do anything or not. It's going to happen. Time is going to have its way. Now, whether you grow during that time is up to you. You could be the person that sat and thinks retrospectively and say, hey, look, I wish I would have done X, Y, and Z. And if you do have those regrets, don't let that be your regret now. You have 30 days. A lot of these challenges are 5 days, 3 days. Some of them are 1 day. But what these would do is give you skills to take on everything that's coming your way. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you should 100% be in here. So what I want to do is I want you all to fill this out because I want to know how to serve you all better. I want to know how to serve you all better. Where is this? Hold on. Let me find this for us real fast. This is going to help identify who you are and what is it that you're looking for. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Let me find it first and then give it back to y'all in the chat. I don't want to just waste time standing up here, but I'll find that before we leave. I want you to fill this out, and when you fill this out, what's going to happen is going to tell us exactly how to serve you. All right, so I'll find that for us in a second. But the point that I'm showing you on this one is not only do you have the development here, not only do you have the development, you also have the resources, as we mentioned. Let's see if I can go to the resources. Just click any resource really fast. Do not miss out on an opportunity to take advantage to make some money or collect some cash, however you like to see it. But you can go ahead and collect cash. Right now, what I'm doing, and you can do the same thing too. I just wanted y'all to see this. So I do some lifestyle marketing, and what we have created was some face care, some skincare, basically, some soap, and we have some other things. And the reason why this was important to me is because people kept asking me, what are you using on your face? What are you doing? So I said, let me go ahead and monetize that. So this was a system. If somebody's repeatedly asking you, what is that smell? What type of cologne do you have on? What type of perfume? Or what are you doing with your hair? Or who did this? Who did that? That's a sign. And the sign turns into a system that maybe you should monetize that. Is there something that somebody asks you daily or weekly, or you just constantly get this question? Okay, where did you get this from? Or, oh, what are you using? Put a one in the chat so we can know. You could also use these products to sell other things like this. So, for example, the people that would only ask me, what about my skincare? I'll send them a link to this. This is brand new. We just put up here. I've been using this for a while now. I finally created a brand for it, and it's called Starface. Like, a lot of times we like to talk about being a star of your movie. So one of the things that I like is having a clean face or having a nice face. And obviously most people care about that too. So then I'll share this with them, and then they will come here. Not only do they see that, but now they can see all the other things that may speak to them. Maybe they are just in health and wellness. Maybe they are just in health and wellness. Maybe they don't want to do anything, but maybe I didn't know that they were a real estate investor and they came and they saw this. So these are other ways and other systems that you could put in place that are like lead magnets. Let me know if that makes sense to you in the chat. The other thing to do, like as we mentioned, some of you probably was like, oh, why do we have to get another thing? All right, cool. Let me just show you the power of this. I'll put this in the chat right away because I know I have the link right here for this. The other link, I'll get that. So if you came into the community room and you shared with people, hey, my name is, my business is, and I'm looking to partner with, and you list out who you're looking to partner with, chances are people who are in here might see that. And you know what? They might say, okay, I'm looking to partner with you, or I'm looking to do business with you. We don't necessarily do that in the Telegram group, but in here you could actually do that because this is the community room. So for the people who are saying, oh, why do I have to get another thing? Because each thing that we give you is helping you along the way. Not everything. You don't need to use everything we offer. You use your discretion to see what will be beneficial to you. But as a business owner, it's going to be paramount for you to look at the opportunities that are being presented in front of you. So I'll put this in the chat. If you want, this is what I recommend. I recommend you say your name, or you state your name, your business, and who you're looking to partner with, and maybe put why in there. And that way someone can see it and they can do business with you. Let me put that into the chat for you. All right, so cool. Any questions, any concerns on what we just said? So that way we can start helping you out in real time. Any questions, any concerns? Raise your virtual hand. Let's go over them. I'll take the hands one by one, and we can start helping you out. Once again, I'm putting the link to the community room in the chat. Someone can copy and paste this if y'all want, because I know somebody else is going to ask for this later. All right, cool. Amanda, what's going on? Let's bring Amanda up.
Hi, good morning.
Hey,
I actually have a question for you because I use Wix and I've been sitting, listening to everything that's been going on past couple of months now between Joya and you guys. And I've been wondering in my brain, how much of this can I actually do within Wix? So since you have it and you use the dashboard, you're the first person I've heard who actually uses Wix and has showed us the information inside. Within your dashboard, how many systems can you or do you use to accomplish what you need to do for your website and everything else?
So me, I use about 5 to 8 systems. And I say 5 to 8 because I don't need all of them every month, but I use about 5 to 8. And to me, it's very helpful. Let me just see if I can share my screen really quick in the back end. Let's see. To me, it's really helpful. And the reason why I like Wix, once again, is because it's user friendly to especially new entrepreneurs, right? It is giving you a breakdown. It's all in one place. It's easy to understand. And then you have little tools that they started to add where you can just ask AI assistants to help you do random tasks that makes it simplified. So for you, it's going to depend on what you want. The cool thing, and any other system has a system like this where you can add additional apps, but you can come in and you can add your own apps to make it custom to you. So that's what I do for other clients. I build out their systems. And the reason why I do that is because now it gives them the power. They don't have to use one cookie cutter way. They can have something that's tailored to them. So what type of system do you need?
Well, I definitely need the sales funnels, the whole VSL digital marketing platform, but I also have customizable digital products. And that's been one hang up that I've been kind of trying to get over that hurdle for the past few years. And at first Wix didn't offer it. So I know that they put it into the works that they're going to be adding it. And I've been waiting for that. So the customizable digital product part is the one I'm really having my biggest hurdle with, of who to use, what to use, how to get it done, because I need something filled out in order to complete that part for the customer. It's not something I can give instant download.
So what is it that you're looking for with the customizable product part? Like what is it that you have to customize, or what is it that you have to get done?
Okay, I'm an astrologer amongst many other things. So I do customizable digital astrology reports for people so that they can find out about anything they need to know about themselves. I can help people with moving, trying to figure out what's the right place to move, relationship compatibility, jobs and careers, health information. Like I can pull information on anybody, but I need your information and what you're looking to focus on in order to get that so I can enter it into my programs, my astrology programs, and evaluate your information. And then I can send you a PDF of your reports. I can create a custom calendar for you for the entire year based on your birth chart, but I have to physically enter that into my program and then regenerate it out to you, which doesn't take me a very long time. It's just I need to get something that will allow me to collect their personal information and what they're specifically looking for, which language they want it in if it's offered in multiple languages, and then spit out the information to me so I can physically enter it. There is no way to connect those dots because there's several different astrology programs that I use. So I physically have to manually enter it in.
Okay, there is a way to do this, and the way to do this is creating forms. You know about forms and surveys and polls?
I do, but under Wix at the time, they only offered you to have one form per website.
Okay.
So I don't know if
Let's
that has changed, if things have gone since then, or if there's other ways to add it in, but it was only one form per thing before.
Okay. There should be more for you, right? There
Okay.
should be more for you.
You also have a
And
different page because it says Wix Studio. I don't have that, so I'm wondering if that's just something I need to upgrade, but mine says Wix Dashboard with Squarespace. So do you have a different portion of Wix?
yeah, because remember, I created this space. So this space is ran through my Mogul AI system. So I created this space. And I could create a space like that for you too, or you can create a space like that for yourself. But I used to do this in the past. I went to school like for multimedia and communication. So I also have a communications master, but I have a bachelor's in multimedia. So I used to do this for athletes. I used to do this for artists. I used to make their landing page with their music and all of this. So I went to school for all of this stuff. And
Gotcha.
you know, I don't teach that like outright. That's something that I teach personally, like to, you know, person to person. But look how many forms that I have. I have 170 forms. Now, this is the form that I was referring to. Where is this? This is the form I was referring to. Let's see if I can edit this. What you can do in here, and I love this tool, everybody can use this. This is called lead capture, right? This is what you can do. You could actually set this up one time, and maybe you can have different variations based upon the people, the clients that you serve, and you create a general form for them, and you have them go to a specific page. So let's see. Let me see if I can bring this up. So preview, and it'll be like this. You'll go, you get that data. You could do it on one page on one form. So for this particular form, if you are a small business owner that's focused on your personal growth, or if you are focused on your team development, you'll just go to that section. So you, as an astrologer, you could just have different sections where they can just go and that's applicable for them. So they may not be a small business owner, but they may be a corporate professional. And they can leave all of that stuff blank. And all you need is this information. And then once you get the information, you go to submission, and then the submission is here, and you can see all of this here. And then you can extrapolate that, download as a PDF, and be able to do whatever it is you want to do with it, or just copy and paste and put into a different system. So it's all workable. You can do what you're looking to do with it. It's just understanding how to do it. And then
So
on top, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so could that form be then inserted into some type of shopping cart so that they can check out and pay for the product?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can do
Okay.
that with an automation, right? So with an automation, you'll just come to the automation. You can do it manually too, and it's not going to be hard manually. Literally, you could just press that button right there, upload it, send them a link to it. They can get the link and do it, but that can be automated. You go down to automations and functions. This is what I was telling y'all with the funnels. Funnel is just literally a series of steps to get you to an ultimate goal. So it doesn't matter which type of funnel you get. It just matter how the funnel is functional to the client and to be able to give that value that you're looking to give. So you come in here, create a brand new automation. Okay, I want to sell more. Okay, I want to engage with the client, whatever it is that you want to do. You can start from scratch. Come start from scratch. Here it goes right here.
Yeah.
So
I have a
select,
lot of things. I have a lot of things to sell, but this one particular part of my business has been, like I said, the biggest hurdle because there's nobody really who could give me the connection of get the information, put you to a sales cart and check out without having to supply something instantly. There's no lapse for, you have to create it. It's going to take maybe a day or two, and then it'll show up in your email. Everything has always been instant, which is obviously what digital products are. But I'm like, there's got to be a way to do this. So I've been trying to sidestep it and be creative myself and do it through Acuity for my scheduling software. I've been creating all these forms that you're showing me. I've been doing similar things through Acuity, but it makes somebody book an appointment with me, not necessarily purchase a product. So this is very helpful.
absolutely. What I'm going to do, I think Shamil wanted to learn more about these systems. Shamil, if you're on, let me know. I'll send you a link to get on with Shamil, and we can
Okay.
go over this together. This is not an official class. This is just me, adding a value to help her out, and you can join that class. I believe Shanique wanted to join too, so she could join that with us, and I'll show you all how to get that done. Okay.
That would be great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, no problem. Anybody else? Any other question? Any other concern before we get ready to wrap? Pefe.
Good morning, good morning.
Going on?
So, quick question. You've listed so many websites, so many apps we could use. I want to know like the particular one for business funding and credit cleaning, credit repair and
Wait,
business
say it
funding.
again. Say it again. You said business phones?
Business funding,
Business
business
funding.
funding and credit repair.
Oh, business funding and credit repair.
Funding.
So, okay, cool. So, all right, what's the question now?
So what apps? So what are the particular ones that would be good for a beginner for business funding and credit repair?
What would you like to do with the business funding and credit repair? Like what's the intention of the platform?
So if you could just give me like a link that I put on my bio, so that anyone that touches it will see like the business funding, credit repair, or like things I know. That's just it.
Okay, so do you want to run a credit repair software? Is that what you're looking to do? Do you want to run business funding, what I would say CRM, so that way you can know who you've been like funding and who has been in the pipeline, who needs funding, who may be a potential client? Like, is that something that you're looking to do?
Yeah, a way to also keep the clients. So from the funding class we had yesterday, they explained to us how you could filter the good clients. You could filter the clients that are ready to get funded from the ones that you might keep and prepare them like repairing their credit. So I'm just asking the necessary apps I'll need to use to start business funding and credit repair agency.
Okay, I'm biased. All right. I'm always going to tell you about my system because this is the main system I use. Yes, I have Go High Level. I do have that, but this is the system I use, even for my credit repair clients. Like, I don't advertise that I do credit repair, but yes, I have a team. We do credit repair. We do credit restoration. Yes, we do that. Do I have a team that does funding? Yes. Do I advertise it? No, but I've started out with funding and started out with credit. And the simplest thing that we started out with was Google spreadsheets. So I would say this to you, almost any system could be variable for you that you can use to help you with this, but it depends on what you're looking to do. So this system that I have right here that I just showed you, this will not do credit repair for you, but we do have credit repair systems with CRM system in the back end, right? So we do have that. That's something that we do have. I'll speak to Ramel and see if we're releasing that, you know, this week or whatever, or in time. I'll speak to him about that, but I like to use this system. And the reason why I use system, because everything is in here. So if I had credit repair clients,
So
I may not serve them in this particular system, but all of my information will be updated in this system, and then I know what's going on. I can always have this client and have all the information in one place.
so was please can I have the name of the system again? The name of the system.
There's a lot of systems like Credit Repair Cloud, like Credit Genie. There's a bunch of different systems that you could use. Once again, it's just predicated on whatever it is that you want. But Rebel did send the message. He said he's going to allow CJ to get that information out on the next call. So next week.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So you're saying the system for credit repair is different from business funding, but there's no system that I can be able to channel my clients. Like when I get any client, I'm able to differentiate them from those that are ready to get funded and those that are still have to build their credit or repair their credit.
Say that last part again.
So is there any system that will help me to be able to differentiate my clients from the ones that are ready to get funded and the ones that still need to get their credit fixed, like credit repair?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Almost all CRM is going to have what we call the pipeline. So in the pipeline, you'll be able to be tagged, and you'll tag them and be able to move them around. So 100% you can identify who's been serviced and who hasn't been. That's
So that's
with
the system
almost
I'm asking.
all.
So that's the system I'm asking for, the system that can differentiate all that for me before I'm able to help
Yeah,
them
next
get
week.
funded. Or
Next week with CJ.
Okay.
Next week with CJ.
Okay. Thank you.
Like I mentioned just now, I'm gonna tell you this one. No matter what you keep saying, I'm gonna keep saying this one. But for next week's class, CJ is gonna break down exactly what he utilized, so that way it's more tailored to your particular your field, which is credit repair and funding.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's pretty much a wrap for today. Somebody has some other questions. I don't understand why you didn't raise your hand. Who was that? Dr. Letitia? Yeah, that was you. All right. Real quick.
Yes,
Yeah, what was your question again?
I didn't want to ask it because I wasn't sure if it was something I needed to ask with the group because it was sensitive. So I did private message you.
Okay. I see that. I
But
see the message right now.
all right, thank
Yeah. So I put the link in the chat, right? If you created, did you create a profile? And yes, you can build funnels on Wix. I told y'all, remember what funnels are. Funnels are just a series of steps. So it's automations. You use the automation tool and you build funnels. 100% you build on Wix. It's the same thing. Don't let them fool you. All right, don't let people fool you. They got me. They got me once. They got me twice. Won't get me 3 times. I do have Go High Level, but I also have Wix, and you can use both of them. They're the same process. Now, don't get me wrong. Most people use Go High Level because that's what they've been trained in. But if you know media and you understand funnel, you can use either one. You understand? Now, what I would say to use is to use the Wix platform or use the Mogul AI system because it's simplified to beginner-friendly entry-level individuals. That's what I would say. Go High Level would be more confusing for a lot of people. And then you have to go to the meetings on the weekdays and just get confused even more. But it's still useful if you know how to work it, okay? Still useful. They're all useful. But I'm just biased. I'm letting y'all know. If I'm biased about one thing, it's this one. And the payment process is not Stripe, so you won't be getting flagged for making digital products like you do with Stripe or selling a credit repair. And that's why I like this platform. It's secure. If once again, the community that we mentioned with Love Plus is free for everybody here. Now, if you want certain things, that's all a la carte. You get those things, you pay for those extra services, but what you're going to get free here, and I would say definitely use this to your advantage, everyone. This is what Latosha Dr. Latosha was alluding to is you have access to all this room. And for people who want to create their own communities, I'm allowing you to create your own community on this platform. So you see how we have this community room? This could say your name and whatever your community is. This would be your discussion, your media. So if you had video files or course material, put it in here. Files for the participants, for them to download, you put it here. The members, you can see them, so you can run your own community here. And that's something that we offer, but only for my people who really want to build community. I work with those individuals. Okay, I work with you on that, and that should be everybody, because this is the new wave of business, is to run subscription-based business, which also equates to acute community, right? Those two in the same. As we get ready to close up, last hand. So Latosha, if you need to stay on, stay on. Stay on. At the end of this call, we get ready to wrap up. Artiste, the last person, then we're wrapping up. Stay on, and I'll work with you to get into that system. Artiste, what's up, kid?
Quick question. Obviously, I have been on your website before, not before this challenge, but it seemed like I can't get in. I tried to use my email, and it said I already had an account. I didn't know. I didn't remember that I had an account, but obviously I have been, and I can't get in. Like, it's a
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever used the account?
no.
Okay. If you never used the account, make a new one up, but do not, I repeat, do not use the Google sign in with Google, because if you use sign in with Google, most of us aren't aware of which account that we signed in with, and it would give us that confusing message that we have right there. If you just sign up with an email address that you use, the same email you signed up with the Mailbox Millionaire Academy with, use that same email address.
It's the same. It's the
Okay.
same.
Do you know the password?
Yes, I mean that's why. Yeah, I'm in here right now. I'm in here.
Okay,
right
so you stay on too. You stay on too with Dr. Latosha, and I'll work with you too and get you on.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. That's it for today. Remember, this week is just literally getting you prepped. Next week, we're going to be doing challenges. Okay? Next week, we're going to be doing challenges. So the challenges are going to come from this particular platform. So you want to get used to this. You don't have to do this, remember. But if you want to get better and you want to start to put yourself in a position of power, to be the person that earns the right, to have the experience of being that $1 million individual, then you want to develop yourself. It's just bottom line. There's nothing else to it. It's nothing else around it. Personal development is the best development that you're going to get, but you're also going to get professional development at the same time. And with personal and professional development, you get a life that you love. And without it, you have the life that you have. So it's just literally a choice for you. You know what you can take on, but this is not hurting you. This is not adding more to you. This is helping you take on the things that are already coming to you. If that makes sense, make sense in the chat. If you're not clear on that, please let us know. Please let us know. Once again, what we are doing, this is not about money. Like, we already got money. This is not about money. This is about helping humanity. This is about making a legacy. We need more team players. We need more leaders. We need people who are businessmen and women. We need that. We need an ecosystem so we can thrive as a community. You go into your community, who has all the businesses? Not the melanated ones. Okay, just saying, this is what we're doing. What we're doing is bigger than us. This is big. This goes beyond what we can see right now on the surface. So if this is not you, don't worry. We're only looking for the top of the top, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. That's who we're looking for. If that's not you, no problem. Don't stress it out. Okay, cool. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have everybody come off of mute. I want you to snap it up and clap it up for you. And I want you to go out with a bang, because today is going to be an amazing day, right? Today's a good day for a great day. So everybody come off of mute, snap it up, clap it up. I see you, Gilda. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Family.
Good now.
Yes.
Go, guys.
Let's go.
Great day. Yeah,
Day to
let's
have
go.
a great
Let's
day.
go.
Great
Good
day,
day.
great
Have a
day.
great day.
Let's
Yes,
have
yes.
a good
Let's
day.
go.
Great day,
Day,
everybody.
Day
Thank you so
3.
much.
Make it
Let's
great.
go.
I'm
All
strong.
make it great.
Thanks,
Great
Coach
day
Crew.
today.
Let's
Appreciate
go.
it.
Let's
Yes,
make it
Thanks so
sir.
great,
much, Coach
guys.
Crew.
Creating the
So let's
life we
start
Let's
our
get
desire.
it.
Thanks, Coach Crew.
Led by God in
Thank you,
pursuit of our
Let's
Community
goals.
go.
King.
Let's
Have a
go.
great
Thank
day,
Here's the
you.
everyone.
power.
All right, Latosha, stay on, and RT, stay on. Y'all two stay on. I'm gonna
Okay.
stop the recording. Y'all two stay on.